don't want anything, dents or scratches, or I'll have you on. Hey! Hey!
Hello?
Sie haben meinen Hammer gestohlen.
I'm only borrowing your Humvee.
For the past 3 months, I have been driving a 100% electric supercar. This is my 2022 Audi e-tron GT. And that right there is how I'm going to neutralize my carbon footprint on this planet. It is a 1994, wait a minute, that's opposite. I bought that to neutralize, whatever. That is a 1994 Hummer H1 civilian version. This is a gigantic vehicle, 6.5 liter non-turbo diesel based off the military vehicle. And I will tell you from driving it with experience, it drives like a military vehicle. And in today's video, I'm gonna put an answer to the age-old question, what is it like to daily drive an H1 Hummer? I can tell you, this video has already been done, it's not good. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. Come join me in the fun for the next 2 weeks of driving just this car in every scenario. Let's get going. Well, honorable mention to my 1990 Eagle Talon TSI all-wheel drive and my 94 Honda Prelude SI. But that is not what this video is about. It is about this vehicle right here, my 1994 Hummer H1. It is civilian based. It is much more luxurious. No, that is not the appropriate adjective. But this thing was really, really expensive when it was new. I mean, DMX drove them, and it was in the movie The Rock, and it was in the movie Gone in 60 Seconds.
Use the brakes!
Like, this is a premium vehicle, and I've always wanted one. And 2 weeks ago, I was at a dealer auction in Orlando, Florida. Despite the sun, it is flipping cold out right now. I should not have worn a t-shirt. I was in Orlando, Florida at a dealer auction when I stumbled across this gem, and I just couldn't resist. So I ended up buying it, and I shipped it back up to New Hampshire so I could enjoy it for what looks like really nice weather. Well, as you can see, my problem number one is this top is not easy to get on. I had it stored in the trunk, tailgate, whatever you want to call this thing, and it kind of shrunk a little bit. Like, I need to lay it on the sun to let it stretch so I can fit and form it. It is waterproof to some extent. I have already driven it for the past 2 weeks. I have gotten wet several times. It is terrible on fuel. We already know that, but there were some weird things that I learned about this with the fuel economy and a whole bunch of other things. I've driven it every single day in every single scenario, whether it was picking my kids up from sports or going out on date nights or towing vehicles. And we did have some fun going off-road as well, and you're gonna experience all of these scenarios and situations with me. We're gonna put away the EV for the next few weeks and drive just a Hummer H1, the most inefficient vehicle on the road. So let's get started with day one. All right, this is my first ever ride H1 Hummer. Power windows work pretty well. Oh, except that one maybe, just this one. Can I not control? Oh, here we go. All right, this is like driving a big square around. Everything is just square. It's kind of odd and it's loud and it's, I'm sure, not fast or quick or, I don't know. Is it like a snail? I have no idea. It really doesn't get out of its own way. All right, here we go. Yes, it is very slow moving. This is my first ride ever, actually. I bought it in Florida and I didn't test drive. I don't know if it shifts. I don't know anything about this thing. All right, it shifted. That's a good sign. It doesn't move. Like, I'm giving it gas and it's slow. Quite possibly the slowest vehicle I've ever been in. And even though it's rattly, it's a pretty smooth ride. And there's only 2 speakers in this entire car, but they sound pretty good. And the best way to test it, you know the song. Not bad. Actually, this thing kicks. So it's been an elapsed time of about 15 minutes. I haven't gone over 40 miles an hour because I don't think this thing can do it. It is just really slow. Almost home. Let me get my son outside, just get his reaction. Hey, what's for dinner? HelloFresh, I see.
Yeah, I just opened it up.
What do we got? Turkish spiced chicken in apricot pan sauce, cheesy plant-based protein and pepper tostadas, steakhouse style pork chops. Everything shows up in here like this. Oh, they come in bags?
Bags. And then underneath, so it's all organized by meal, hidden under the ice pack is all your meats.
And then everything on top, like each meal is in a bag
Labeled.
like this, labeled, and they come with directions to prepare and how to cook. So today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Thank you very much, HelloFresh. Reach your goals with delicious, calorie smart, and protein smart lunch and dinner options. You can get farm to table quality with every HelloFresh box. HelloFresh's seasonal ingredients are picked at peak ripeness and travel from the farm to your doorstep in less than 7 days for fresh flavor in every bite. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code FlyingWheels16 at checkout for 16 free meals and free shipping. And there we go. Dinner for this evening is complete. Obviously, today's sponsor is special thanks to HelloFresh. I use them every day because I have 3 kids, a wife, sports, and work, and everything keeps us so busy. My wife doesn't have to go grocery shopping and planning her meals. There's a link down below in the description if you'd like to try it out for yourself. Thank you very much, HelloFresh.
Oh, that's cool.
That's your new car.
No.
It is your new car.
I'm not driving.
I brought it home for you.
I'm not
Come check it
driving
out.
that.
Logan, come check out Mom's new car.
I can't drive that to work.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness, that thing looks mean.
Go sit in it. It is gigantic. It's the biggest car I've ever owned.
It looks like it's a car that faces...
Looks like it would be in a rock movie.
Actually, it would be in the Rock movie. It was in the movie The Rock, actually.
Doesn't it look like it's the same both ways?
Yeah, it does look like it's the same both ways, yeah. Like it could drive front,
Yeah.
forwards, or backwards. Yeah.
Huge.
That's what she said.
All right, go get your baseball bag. Let's go.
Hard to get into.
Watch those bats. All right, let's go to baseball practice. I wish we had more time. We can go off-roading. We'll do it another day.
Early the next morning.
It is 5 a.m. and I'm about to wake up every neighbor in my neighborhood by taking this beast of a vehicle. Oh, you guys can't even see me, to the gym. So as soon as I start this, it's gonna echo and reverberate through my entire neighborhood. All right, let's do it. No interior lights, as you can see. I'm sure I have to let the glow plugs warm up, right? How do I turn the lights on? There we go. I think I have lights. Yep, I have lights. Okay, this monster is loud. I hope I don't run out of fuel. I feel like I'm driving an army tank through my neighborhood at 5 a.m. It has to rev high to even start moving. It's not like I can just kind of creep TLC, you know? I have a line of cars behind me because there's one road to get to the main town, because I live in a tiny town. I'm going 35 and people are getting really upset. I can see them all behind me. So I have a problem. This truck has been on E since I bought it. Like pretty empty, below a quarter of a tank. So I'm like, I'll take it to the gym this morning. I'll fill it up. I don't have the key for that. I don't know. I hope I make it home. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Oh, shoot. I have no door key either. So the previous owner kept the door key and the fuel key. And there's no glove box. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Oh, that is amazing. Oh my goodness. I am so relieved. That's incredible. I don't think I was gonna make it home. That's where I'm at for fuel. So finding that key was a miracle because there's no way I'm pushing this home. And even if I did run out of fuel, I can't call my wife to help me out because I didn't think there was a key. That's amazing. All right, thank goodness this worked. But how does that work? Easy grip. Do I unscrew it? What? Wow, that really is heavy duty. Jeez. We have officially run into our next problem. Green handle, not diesel. Right there, no diesel. The 7-Eleven up the road, no diesel. So I gotta make it like 5 miles before the next diesel station. This is pretty cool though. Is that right? Well, I gotta keep that in place and turn this. So check this out, the nozzle doesn't just fit in because I guess you wanna be able to do like a fast fill. So you can actually see it filling up. And I have this rested right here, which is incredibly dangerous. So you really should just be holding it the entire time. That is not safe at all. Day 1 of Can You Daily Drive a Hummer H1. Look at how far you are. Can you reach me? You have to reach over to touch me. Now, only 4 seats in this giant, giant vehicle, so I can't even fit my family of 5 in this car. What do you think of it back there?
It's fine.
It's fine? It's so loud I can't even hear what you're saying. Off to the bus stop.
Can
you see over the seat over there?
No? Look at this.
Some morning bus stop fun. We're at the bank. I gotta go through the drive-thru. Let's see if this thing will make it. Is it too wide? I don't know. Maybe it's not too wide. I don't know. Those mirrors might be too wide. This is sketchy. This is stupid that I even tried. I feel like I'm rubbing the curb. Am I? I'm not on that side. I actually made it. Huh. All right. This gigantic vehicle made it through the... Hey, look, I don't need to lean over, which is nice. I do need to turn the truck off, though, because it's so damn loud I can't hear the teller. I'm on the highway going 50, and it's pretty smooth, so I'll give it that, but I feel like it is working hard to go 50 miles an hour. Actually, I'm going 48, so I'm not even going 50. And I don't know that this truck has much more in it. I have it floored, actually. Like, oh, there we go. I have it floored. Oh, we just passed 50 miles an hour, and I am creeping to 55. I just hit 60 downhill, and it seemed like it was everything it had. Here's what's cool about this truck, that right there. I find a path, and I can take it. No problem. It's a rainy day, and I just realized I never checked the wipers. The wipers do not work, so I can't. Luckily, it's not raining hard. On a different note, best location of any car I've ever been in is the radio. Everything is right here. It is so easily accessible, and ain't nobody gonna mess with my radio except me. Also, the knobs for the HVAC right here. Super, super easy location. Everything is like easy access, which I like. That is one of the positives about daily driving a Hummer. I have full access to my radio without even looking. So apparently this is how the hood goes up. We have to take the grill down first, raise the hood up, and then here's the engine, which is all like truck bed coated under the hood in the air filter or the air box. And we check the fluids, and we're going through it with, wow, dual batteries. Yeah, we're going through it before we actually start using it. Let me introduce somebody. Our number 2 biggest fan. This is my buddy Mike. In the military, you went to Iraq?
I did. Went to Iraq.
You served in Iraq and you drove a Hummer.
I did.
Humvee Hummer?
Yeah.
So what's funny, I'll try to limit as much as I put you on. So what's funny about this thing that I didn't realize was I've always wanted a Hummer, never owned like this generation Hummer. As soon as I made an Instagram story about it, my like DMs went flooded. My phone was ringing on for guys that were in the military. So like I have the Prelude, the Talon, and a few other cars from like my childhood that I wanted that brings back memories. Never even occurred to me that military guys would want to bring back military memories.
Absolutely.
And you were one of them that was like, hey, you called and messaged me. And I've got a bunch of those calls. So this is yours. Take it, drive it as long as you want it. For like days, not forever. I don't want that to come off wrong. I'm not that nice of a guy. Take it, enjoy it, get your memories out.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you'll be sick of it pretty quickly anyway.
No, this is awesome. You know, thanks for giving me this opportunity, you know, to bring back some memories, like you said, that I had from my days in the military, so that's pretty exciting, so thank you.
That's awesome. So my questions, which is why I turned the camera on. This has like, I would love to know what you drove versus what this is. So this is like leather seating that's pretty padded. It's just bolted to the floor. We have carpeting. Even like the soft top is insulated, so it's semi-quiet. What was your Humvee like? Was it like this or?
No, it was more cloth and just metal on the flooring.
All right.
And around, you know, plastic or whatever, but no power or anything. You know, no power.
Everything's
windows.
crank windows,
Yep,
everything.
yep.
I actually had a question for you. So I filled this thing up today. It was empty. It only took like 15 gallons of diesel fuel. Does that seem right to you? Like, you guys must have been driving in Iraq for long distances. I can't imagine 15 gallons
but
was
you have
sufficient.
You have tankers that kind of, you know, can join your. If you go long distances, you know, they have tankers that will join convoys for refueling if needed.
All right.
But you know, if you're not going terribly far, then you fill up for what you need for.
Did you have, like, this is the convertible, so was yours like this, or was it that slant back?
It was a hard top.
Did it have a turret?
No, not mine.
So not all of them have that?
No.
Meaning like hard top, slant back,
Right.
and then that circle in the middle where you'd mount a gun, right?
Yeah, so a few different configurations. I mean, they had, you know, hatchback, if you will, too, but that was for like medics and stuff like that. They had more of a, you know, back to it.
Oh, all right. Oh, so was yours like
No, mine was like this.
square?
This
Oh, all
is-
right.
This is what, you know, I used.
Did it have a radio?
No.
No radio? It's pretty cool. I was pumped to get this thing. Do that again for me? Oh, they worked for a second. What was it?
It was a fuse.
Here we go. You have wipers now, so you're good. Make sure they shut off though. Yes, they shut off. Great. Thank you.
Out where everything is. Get my bearings here. You know, it's funny because
Can't even fit the radio. Reach the radio on this side. All right.
where is?
Let's see if my old CDs work. I haven't used these CDs since 2002. I didn't have any DMX, so I went for the second best. Let's see if it works. Watch, wait for this, I'd love to know your opinions while you're driving it. Like, does it feel like car in the military, your Humvee, or does it ride differently, sound differently? Go right here.
It's been 20 plus years, but no, it definitely brings me right back to when I was driving mine.
Go for it, right off the road. flush the branches. And there it goes. He's more private than I am, so I try to keep him off camera a little bit, but he told me some pretty cool stories about being in Iraq and Korea and driving his Hummer with NVGs, which was night vision goggles. So he had some pretty cool stories about his Humvee experiences. Look at the size of that thing. Hey, the weekend is over, and I can tell you my friend Mike loved the Hummer. I got pictures all weekend of him and his family enjoying this thing. It says he just ran around doing normal tasks, everyday routines and going to sports in the Hummer and had a blast. I very rarely get the opportunity to do something cool for people, so I was extremely happy to do that for him, and I'm glad he took me up on the offer. Unfortunately, the dang key got stuck in the gas door and I can't get it out now. Can't get this thing out, so it is officially stuck in there, which is a bummer. Car, filthy. Not his fault, it's spring pollen season. We will give this thing a wash so I can get it photographed, and I don't know how terrible this is gonna be in a car wash. Well, I have a few concerns. One being this right here. I don't think that is too healthy to be drawing through the car wash with. Two, I didn't even think about the height and the sheer width of this bad boy. I might have to ask permission. I don't know if I'm even too wide to fit in there. I got the go-ahead for it. Let's try it out. All right, let's try it out. All right, looks all right from there. We got the green light. We're in neutral. So far, so good. I think I'm stuck. Nope, we're moving. Yep, I'm rolling. Oh, they shut it down. Do I dare roll the window down?
Too wide.
Too wide?
On that side.
All right, how do I get out?
I'll have you reverse, but we could go on and touch this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Touch this, I can get you in there.
Cool, awesome, thanks. Didn't make it. I'm glad I've legit broken these things before. So I'm glad that it just shuts it down. Look at this, they're backing people out. There's a row of cars. If this wasn't for video, I wouldn't have even attempted. Feel good? I guess this one's extra wide, huh? It is wide, yeah. Thanks. I think I have some upset people behind me. It says I can just go right over the grass. I don't think anything's getting in my way but a car wash today. It says I can fit in here. That looks, well, I guess I can fit in here. Touchless it is. Just like my marriage. Just kidding, Karen. Looks like we're good.
A pre-filled cleaning product is now being applied to your vehicle.
This is gonna be bad. I already know this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna be soaked. Nothing yet. No leaking. So lesson learned, you can't fit in a regular car wash, but you can go in the touch-free car wash. So far, so good. All right, I'd say it's a success. It's gonna be nice for like the next 5 days. Do I dare try to remove this top? I couldn't even tell you how to do it. So obviously, this is easy enough because it's not even connected, but is it just buttons? Is it zippers? It's not zipped. It's not, is it buttoned? I don't even know where to begin on this thing. I'm afraid to just pull things. I have no clue where to even start. Not a zipper, so let's start right here. We'll unzip that. So that's cool. Looks like I can kind of roll the window, the back window up. There we go. Okay. All right, we're making progress now. And it is snaps right here. Oh, it goes in just like a Jeep. So look at this. This slides into those just like a Jeep Wrangler. This is going to be a pain to put back on. Holy moly. Wow, that was incredibly easy. I think I'm done. That's it? I'm done. This probably, what, slides forward? Jeez, I don't even want to have to put this thing back together. It's easy to come apart. It's going to be a nightmare to put back together. There we go. Now I can take care of this glue too, at least. And there we go. That's pretty cool. Makes this truck a lot cooler. And those doors are removable too. I'm not even gonna dare attempt that though. I had to sneak away for a second. So I'm picking my son up from another practice at a different location, different team or whatever. This thing is pretty embarrassing. It's like, wow, look at me, I'm here. It's loud, it's big, it's giant, and every parent makes a comment on it. So it's a little too much for everyday use. More like, honestly, I don't know when it's useful. It's really cool, but not in New Hampshire on a Wednesday night at soccer practice. Well, I was gonna take this bad boy to the auction today and tow the trailer with it to see how she tows, but what you'll see here is a lock on the hitch. Now, I don't know if that is the same key as this that is stuck in my gas door. They look the same. I don't know, but I can't get that out, so I can't tow with it. So I gotta take my Cummins.
A few hours later.
It wasn't supposed to rain for freaking 7 days, and here I am rushing home from the auction to cover the Hummer. It wasn't, come on, man. Jesus. Look at this. Come on, man. There's a damn puddle on the flippin' driver's seat. Stupid Jeep. Come on, dude. I didn't slide the front through the rail. So this is gonna keep falling on me, or I do it in the rain. Or I sit here until the rain ends, hopefully. I don't know. I have the back all set. Ah, damn it! Kidding me! I don't know what I'm doing. Am I just gonna sit here and wait for the rainstorm to stop? Yeah, there it is. Wow, that's weird. I just said that and it stopped. That was really weird. That was really odd. I said wait for the rain to stop and it stopped. But look at the inside, like the radio's soaked. The radio's soaked. The seat has a puddle in it. I've rushed here from the auction to freaking put this top on. It wasn't supposed to rain. I actually have to say that top went on pretty quickly though for being in a rush and doing it in the rain. That wasn't really so bad. Wow. What do I just stand in this thing while I puddle? How in the hell does this work? I'll just stand in the puddle in my seat and try to figure this thing out. So this goes here and it slides in there, right? Am I in? No, I'm not in. It's a two-person job. Lucky this thing's gigantic. I can just step on everything. All right, now I can't stretch this over far enough to get these buttons to line up, which means I can't get those buttons to line up. The entire car is soaking wet, including the damn cup holders, which have a puddle in them, all because the rain stopped. So I did a rush here for all of that, and the rain stopped as soon as I finished, and the sun's out. Actually, it's like I'm playing God, because as soon as I said the sun's out, I shut the camera off, the sun literally came out. So now, not only is the car soaked, but the top is on, so it's not even gonna dry. One cool thing is I get to pick my son up in it, and I don't know if he'll be embarrassed or think it's awesome. I really don't know. Hang on, I gotta make a video. What? Nothing, hop in. Hey, how are you? You made today's YouTube video. Congrats. First car your bag's ever fit in without touching the ceiling and breaking my windows.
That is very true. Why is there so much of this?
I actually have no idea what all this is. There's a lot going on in this middle that I don't know what it goes to. No idea. I have found an issue with this truck. I'm trying to daily drive this Hummer. It's so loud, I don't hear my phone ring.
Really?
I keep missing calls and notifications, which is probably a good thing because I just don't even hear it. And the radio's not even that loud. We've had the radio off this whole time.
Yeah.
It's loud in here.
Oh my god.
It's no problem, does it? Get behind us, Logan? I've gone out there in all of my trucks and none have done what this thing did with ease. Like I never was afraid that this wouldn't make it anywhere. And here is the final result of four-wheeling. This is gonna take some cleaning.
The next day.
It's the next day after going off-roading and we just demolished this truck. It didn't look bad on the outside, but the undercarriage just, this thing holds lots of mud. So this morning I went to the gym early, went to the car wash after, literally spent $25 at the car wash power washer and a half an hour of my time just blasting everything underneath and the frame and the wheels and the tires, everything. And still there's dirt everywhere, just still everywhere. Then we open the hood, there's still dirt. I blasted this with a power washer. It's still everywhere. So for half an hour's worth of fun is an hour's worth of cleanup or more, unfortunately. The exterior is clean. And the reason I'm cleaning it today is because we have to photograph it for Cars and Bids because we're gonna list it on Cars and Bids unless anyone else wants this truck. It is awesome. So if somebody wants it on YouTube, it's going up for sale, but it is also going up on Cars and Bids. Look at how the inside, this was clean Saturday. It is now Tuesday, and this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. Oh, look what the kids did. Wow. Wow. Anybody? And voila, she is clean and she's looking good. And there is no more pollen for now. By the end of the day, we'll be covered in pollen, which is extremely frustrating. So for 30 minutes of enjoyment with my kids, destroyed and took me 3 hours of time to clean the Hummer. Now, actually, here's something kind of cool. See this armrest? It was actually way down there when I bought this thing. This twist knob lifts and raises the armrest. I thought that was kind of neat. Well, that's not good. That is coolant coming from the water pump, pouring everywhere. I don't know what the heck I'm doing with these things. Luckily, I have a friend, Brandon, who is a diesel tech, was for GM for a long time. I'm just gonna send it up to him, have him fix it, but that's a bummer. That's a really good leak. I came in from my house today, and that's what it looks like when I came out of my office. So this thing is leaking pretty terribly. Coolant. Here we go. Oh, no, it is leaking. Yep, there it is. Do you have a pan or anything I put under it? Yeah. So 6.5 diesel GM engine. The water pump was readily accessible, so I'm gonna have Brandon, my GM tech, put it in for me, and then I'll pick it up complete.
2 days later.
As you can hear, she's a runner. 2 days later, so now we can continue our escapade of can you daily drive a Hummer H1 and what is it like? So 600 bucks later, we have a new water pump and I have an experiment I want to try out. I am told these things can climb a rock wall almost vertically and I want to see if that's actually true. So we're gonna put it to the test if we can get one of those trucks out of the way. So we have the EV, which is perfect for the commute, but we're taking this to Boston. And I'm gonna have to park at a parking garage. I'm gonna have to drive in and around traffic in the city. It is completely impractical. And she doesn't know we're taking this yet. I'm doing a video, can you daily drive a Hummer for a week? So we're taking the Hummer.
Oh, I have to do my makeup.
There's a mirror, there's a vanity mirror. It's not gonna be a good ride.
And we're going into Boston. You wanna park that?
That's the idea. How terribly inefficient is this thing in the city? Let's go. See you guys.
Scratch. So silly. Could we take something else?
No, I have to do this for the video. It's all about journalistic integrity.
The seat is like this big.
No, it's a big seat.
No, it's not.
There's plenty of leg room in here.
Can you stop videoing? So happy that it's a convertible. My hair is blowing everywhere now. Thank you.
I don't even know if they can hear us talking with the roof off and the loud engine.
It's so silly. I'm trying not to be so annoyed right now.
Look at the line of traffic behind us because this truck doesn't go over 50 miles an hour. I'll go in the slow lane, but this is a one-lane highway, so I have a line of cars behind us.
We're gonna go 50 on the highway?
I guess. We're just getting past and past and past. This truck is so slow. I'm assuming I have to yell into the camera. We're only 3 exits onto the highway. I am going 60 miles an hour. This vehicle is for people that aren't in a rush to go anywhere. Today, I'm as cool as a cucumber with no agenda or time. We have plenty of time. The sun is out. It's beautiful. It's a great day for a Hummer. Get it? We're actually in just enough traffic to make this truck enjoyable because now I don't feel like I have to go fast. 50 miles an hour is the perfect speed. Keep up with traffic and not push this truck too hard. For all my friends that have never been here, this is the Seaport in downtown Boston. You'll see some crew right there. The Boston Tea Party ship right there behind me. Boston Children's Museum right there with the Hood Milk building. Check that out. We just got parking in the city. Now I gotta parallel park this mother. Can you hop out and video me? We're gonna test my skills
From what angle?
on the sidewalk.
You're in this.
Go ahead, say it.
You could get.
And?
You can fit a car where most people can't fit a key.
It's my family motto. We can fit a car where most people can't fit a key. That was surprisingly easier than I expected.
That'll fit it. It's like right there.
Yeah, it's okay. And the doors are officially locked. No one's getting in there. There would be your Boston Tea Party right there that everyone so famously knows.
The next day.
So good morning. It's the next day after our trip to Boston and the party. I want to point out a couple things. Number one, I cheated. I came home yesterday. My daughter had a soccer game that was back towards Boston. The answer to this question, can you daily drive a Hummer, is no. I could not tolerate a second trip to Boston in one day in this vehicle. I did not take it. I took my EV, I took my Audi. I just couldn't tolerate 2 trips in this thing to the city. 2, I parked this thing under a tree at my friend's house and it just got absolutely destroyed by the tree above it. There is like, I don't even know what you would call it, from the tree. Tree debris everywhere. This truck was cleaned before I left for the party. And here's what it looks like now. What am I at, 4 now? 4? It's spring, allergy season. Pollen is everywhere. I just wiped all the pollen off the truck. Pollen everywhere. All right, 4 or 5 or whatever. I want to show you something. I always wonder what kind of fuel economy, what kind of mileage range do you get in a Hummer, right? I'm gonna start it up. This was full before I left for Boston. Now it is empty. Meaning I drove 1 hour from my house to Boston, around the city, and then back, and it used nearly a full tank of gas. So I filled it up the day before and drove it, so it wasn't completely full, but it was near full. I said, gas, 1 full tank of fuel is what it takes to go to Boston and back. And today I have to clean this thing, so it is completely impractical. 5 or 6, whatever I'm at. I washed this truck, right? Again, pollen everywhere, but I washed this truck. Literally within 15 minutes, a bird found its way to my truck. Like, it's so frustrating. It's like a magnet to bird doo-doo. That's not all of it though. I walked around my truck and I'm like, no, what did I hit? What did I do? What happened to the front end of my truck? Forget the one on the back. It looks like a bird got sick on the front of my, I've never seen so much bird excrement. So those are just a few of the things that I've come up with daily driving a Hummer. It's here too. Look at here and here. And yes, I said I parked under a tree. This is before parking under a tree. It's really frustrating. Also, I reached out to Cars and Bids and Bring a Trailer. I really, really want to use Bring a Trailer. They take so long to respond. Like, I heard back from Cars and Bids the same day. I haven't heard back from Bring a Trailer yet. So I think this thing is gonna go on Cars and Bids unless I hear from Bring a Trailer this week. So a couple things. Kids are dropped off at the bus. I'm done the gym. I'm at the gas station fueling up from my trip to the city, right? This is kind of neat. $62, 15 gallons, which means this truck only has a 15-gallon tank. So it's not that the fuel efficiency is so awful, it's that it only has a 15-gallon tank. I was dead empty and now I'm full. Cost me 65 bucks. Another fun fact. I showed you how fueling it works. It's an oversized filler neck, so I could actually use the quick fill pumps like the big semis use. So that's kind of neat too. Hey, fun fact, the majority of the world is peeling bananas wrong. If you've ever watched a monkey peel a banana, they don't peel it from here, they peel it from here, and it just peels right down. And if you didn't know, that's how you eat a banana. Another thing that I just realized that I've been doing is Jeep waves. Every time I see a Jeep, I wave, and I can't help it. This is just like a really rugged, usable, or less usable Jeep Wrangler. And we're almost at my most favorite part of my morning, is my morning commute off-road. And that's what's great about owning a Hummer. You go anywhere you want. Now I just leave that thing topless all night to collect pollen because everything is yellow, so the interior is yellow. Hey, did you hit your target yet? Well, there you have it, the answer to the age-old question, can you daily drive a Hummer H1? Yes, but it is incredibly impractical. And if you're highway commuting, don't do it. Like, from here to my shop, which is 9 minutes away, well worth it. I love taking it to the gym. I love taking it out to dinner. Love taking it off-road. It is by far the most fun vehicle I've ever had off-road, and its capabilities just blew my mind. So much so that I don't really even want to sell it because of that. I already have the EV, I already have the Hummer, and I'm going to buy a Ferrari for our Ferrari Flip Series. Finally, I don't want to give this thing up, but all good things must come to an end. It is for sale. So I'm going to try to list it on Bring a Trailer and see how we do, unless one of you wonderful viewers want it. If you do, it is for sale on my website at www.flying-wheels.com. You can check it out with the link in the description. That was one of the most fun vehicles I've ever owned, and I was pleased to buy it. It was never once a regret that I bought that thing. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up down below is always appreciated. So if you just look right here somewhere, there's a thumbs up. Click that to help boost the algorithm. I love reading your comments. So thoughts, opinions, good, bad, what should I have done wrong? You can tell me down below as well. I'll see y'all later. Thanks for watching. Adios.